start recording. So everyone, if you just came in, you need your student ID number. So if you don't have it right there with you, go get it. We are going to complete a survey. So you're gonna go to Schoology and scroll all the way down. The last folder is the surveys folder. You click on it. And then you should see school survey. Click on it. And instead of doing it from Schoology, go to the top right below the yellow surveys folder where it says school survey and move all the way to the right. Move all the way to the right. Just like when you view the videos, the class videos, that little square with the arrow pointing out, you click on that. Was anyone not able to do that? So then the next thing that you do, you choose the language that you want to complete the survey in. You can do it in Amharic, you can do it in English, you can do it in Espanol, you can do it in Francais. My Francais is not too good. So go ahead and choose your language and then enter where it says, please enter your ID to log in. Click in that box and enter your student ID number. After you enter the student ID number, click the arrow in the blue right below where you entered your student ID number. Click that. And then you can begin your survey. I'm not sure how long it's going to last. Anyone had a problem with that? Anyone need any help? Okie doke.
Did you saw that Alison Kokoro's email?
What's that?
Did you saw Alison Kokoro's email?
Oh, right. Yes, 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 yes. About the change and remind me to do that after students take the survey, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
And tomorrow we will have a fire.
No,
right?
we don't.
Yeah.
We don't. We are on Zoom tomorrow. Oh, no, no, no.
No, we are
No,
in the school tomorrow.
it's, I think it's the AM.
Yeah, but
It's
we are
not-
going to be in the school again
Oh, wait. Oh, right. Yeah.
tomorrow morning.
So it's in the morning. Oh,
Mhm.
right. What made me think that we were
I
not going
wish.
to do it?
I wish.
Good morning, Miss Yolanda. We have to answer the question right now.
Yes, we're doing it right
Okay.
now.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning.
Good.
Sorry, I don't listen the question.
Did you, you need to get your student ID number? And then after you get your student ID number, you have to go to Schoology and open the surveys folder. When you got that, let me know.
Good morning, Teacher Yolanda.
Good morning.
Teacher, I'm in survey folder.
And click on the survey.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay, let me share again.
Okay.
And let me show you. So the survey folder is all the way, it's the last folder in Schoology.
I found it already.
I know you're not the only one. There
Uh-huh.
are other students that just came in as well.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Mhm. So it's the last folder
Mhm.
and it says surveys. So click on that. And then there's only one thing inside. It's the school survey. So click on that.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going to, we're not going to do it in Schoology. So we're going to go to the top where we have the yellow surveys folder.
Click on it.
No, we're just looking for the yellow surveys folder. Then we're going to go down below,
Uh-huh.
right below that where it says school survey.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go to the right of that, just like how we click to view this class videos, that
Yeah.
loose square with the arrow
Yeah.
pointing out, we're going to click that.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
we'll do the survey from here.
All
So
right.
the first thing you need to do is choose the language that you want to do the survey with.
Okay.
So choose the language, and then in the box where it says, please enter your ID to log in, click in
Okay.
that box and
Yes.
enter your student ID number.
Uh-huh.
And once you have entered your student ID number, then you can click the arrow in the blue box below
Yes.
and then start the survey.
All right, teacher. Thank you.
I'm not sure how long it is. Let me know if you have any questions about anything on the survey.
All right. Thank you.
Mhm.
Miss Yolanda,
Yes,
When we start the service, we have to click only, right? Click any question over there. Or?
I can't get into the survey because I don't have a student ID number. So just read the question and then find the answer. Or if you have to type your answer, type your answer.
Okay.
If you want to share, go ahead and share. And we could help you better that way.
Well, let me want to share now something like this.
Okay.
For example, only I'm trying to.
Scroll up, let me see the question. What is the most difficult part about taking hybrid classes? Choose one or two. Look, you chose all of them. Just choose the maximum of two.
Was thinking that we had to put, yeah, because for example, number one, right, getting the building on time of class. Always I go on time over there. Right?
Choose the two most difficult ones, the two most difficult ones. First,
Okay.
first uncheck all of them first.
Okay, thank you.
No. First uncheck all of them. Click in the box where you have the check mark. Click on that, all of them.
I have to erase all this.
Yes.
Yes, Jose, because it's asking you the difficulties that you have to difficult part about taking hybrid classes. That's the difficult part, and you have to choose one or two answers.
So just choose two. Okay, so read them and decide which two are the two most difficult for you.
But I think he has the same thing in the other question. Scroll up. Jose.
Yeah, we're gonna finish this one first. No, don't go to the next one. Just finish
Okay.
this one first, and then we're gonna go back up to the one at the top.
I finished mine, Miss Yolanda.
1 second, please.
Okay, pues I take it this one.
Okay, what's the next one? Choose one other one.
Yeah.
No, you can't choose that and choose another one.
Yeah. Getting to building on
Okay.
time.
So scroll up to the other question at the top. Okay, so the same with this one. Choose one or two, so uncheck all of them. And now choose two. Choose two. What is the best part about taking hybrid classes? The two best ones.
Sometimes it's hard to see my classmate on. This could be the.
Okay, so now go down to the bottom. Click next.
Okay, then I'm going to start doing myself now.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome.
Okay.
When Wesson, you are able, did you click submit?
Yeah, I'm done. I sent it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Anyone still doing the survey? Raise your hand. If you're still doing the survey, okay?
Miss Yolanda,
Yes,
I submit to homework. I don't see the grades.
that's because I haven't graded yet.
Okay. You think we have a class tomorrow?
We do?
Yeah, but the flyer you sent yesterday, when I read it, it says the break is as of Wednesday to January. So you remember you sent the,
The weekly bulletin.
exactly, yeah, there, I read it there.
Oh, so then that's wrong.
Yeah, it says as of Wednesday to January 3.
Oh, thank you for, let me look at that.
Okay.
Okay, so winter break schedule for students, Wednesday, December 23rd to, oh, it says Wednesday. It's Thursday,
to-
December 23rd.
Oh, 23rd is Thursday? Yeah.
Thursday, the 23rd. Yeah, they made an error with that. It's Thursday.
So
Not
I thought
Wednesday.
I thought I was off and I made plans. So what am I gonna do now for that?
Thursday, I'm updating it.
Uh,
Thursday, December 23rd to Monday, it's been changed. It's not Friday, December 31st. It's Monday,
January 3.
January 3rd.
Yeah,
So
that one is okay. It's nothing wrong with that.
you return, no, there is something wrong because they just changed it yesterday. So
Oh.
you don't have any class on Monday, January 1st.
So when will we be back to class? January 3rd?
January 4th.
Oh, 4th, okay.
Mhm.
So you're gonna make correction on that too?
Yes, I'm doing it right now. Thanks for
Yes.
bringing that up.
Sure. Ay, ay, ay.
Raise your hand if you're still taking the survey. So everyone is finished with the survey. So let me show you the weekly bulletin. I'm going to change it in Schoology and send and in Remind. I'm going to resend it in Remind. So, okay, let me share my screen. So this is the weekly bulletin for this week. So the winter break is from Thursday, December 23rd to Monday, January 1st. Students do not come, oh no, not Monday, January 1st. 3rd, Monday, January 4th. Monday, January 4th. No, Tuesday, January 1st. 4th.
Monday, January 3rd, and the class resume on Tuesday, January 4th.
What about Monday, January 3rd?
Yep,
What about that?
the class, that's gonna be the winter break
Okay.
from
So
Thursday, December 23rd to Monday, January
no,
3rd.
Tuesday the 4th.
But on Tuesday, the 4th, they will come back to the class.
Okay, winter break. Okay, so, oh geez, what am I thinking? Right, Monday. I had it right. Monday, January
No, the only thing that you
3rd.
have wrong is the first.
3rd. Yeah.
Once we come back, we have only 1 week left to finish the semester.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
So winter break schedule for students, Thursday, December 23rd to Monday, January 3rd. So you do not come to class on Monday, January 3rd. Class resume Tuesday, January 4th. So then also they're having an ugly sweater day today and Wednesday. So you have if you have a ugly or any Christmas sweater, you can wear it tomorrow. And then we have our mask requirements for the school. And then smart trip cards. If you haven't gotten one yet, you should get one if you use Metro. The Student Services Department will be working remotely from December 23rd, from Thursday, December 23rd. And I imagine they're gonna change it to Monday, January 3rd. So if you need to get in touch with the Student Services Department, you can either call them with that number listed there, or you can send them an email. That's the email address. The in-person assistance will only be on Tuesday this week because we're not here on Thursday. Student Services Department announcements. So if you want to read the Student Services Department announcements, you can click that link. Today, they are having a workshop on creating your resume, but it's from 5 to 6 p.m. The Zoom link is there and the meeting ID. And then the next page, we have the COVID testing. So the school is doing its COVID testing. It seems like every 2 weeks we do a testing. And if you need to do a testing, you can click on the link where it says DC COVID testing sites. So there are free sites and there are sites where you have to pay. So look for the free site, and they have several of them in DC. And the school is having a collaborative weaving project, So they are creating I forget what they call it. They are creating a wall hanging with these pieces of cloth that students will write on. And they're going to display it on the wall in the Harvard Street. We don't know where it's going to be displayed, but it's going to be displayed. So they're asking students who want to take part to email Tim Gibbon. That's his email address right there. So if you want to participate in planning and doing the work, you can contact him. And the Native American Heritage Month, that might not be for students, that's teaching resources. Okay, and then on the last page tells you who in the Student Services Department to contact if you need certain things. That's the last page. Any questions? So don't forget, you do not return to class on January 3rd. You return on January 4th. I'll send a message to remind everyone towards the end of December. I'll send everyone a message the weekend before. So I think that was it. Was there anything else? No, I don't think so. Okay. So let's go to our basics of Microsoft PowerPoint 2016. and we were applying transitions. But before we apply transitions, we want to finish all our slides. So if you haven't completed all, wait a minute. Let me find out how many students haven't completed their slides yet. If you haven't completed all, how many slides are we doing? 8? If you haven't completed all 8 slides, raise your hand. Okay, so take 15 minutes to complete your slides. Let me start the timer. And students who already completed all their slides, you can start reading about, you can read about transitions again. And then on page 22, start reading about animating text and objects.
Excuse me, Ms. Yolanda, when is it due? When is the presentation due?
I haven't decided yet. It depends on how we move along.
Okay, I have writer's block. I won't be able to do it right now because I don't have anything nice to say about the city.
So, Ms. Yolanda, you said 8 slides, only I had 7.
Including the title slide. Go to the presentation outline. Go to your presentation outline and check which ones you don't have in your presentation. Because the presentation outline has, let me share my screen. So the presentation outline has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, the 8 with the thank you. Yeah, that is a missing one.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Mhm,
I was thinking I know con.
mhm. So remember, the project includes the presentation outline and the PowerPoint presentation. So make sure you complete your presentation outline. And make sure that you download all the pictures that you need. Download them. No, not download. Actually, save the pictures in your picture folder in OneDrive. So make sure you download those so that you don't have to go searching. You don't have to go searching while you're doing your presentation. You'll have everything ready, and all you have to do is copy and paste, and then insert your pictures from your computer. That way they fit better in the placeholders.
Excuse me, Ms. Yolanda.
Yes.
Wensen, do you finish the presentation outline?
No, that is what I'm looking now. I remember we did 3 slides yesterday.
No, the presentation outline, the Microsoft Word document.
Yes, I
Where
was
you have
trying.
all, you had to finish that in order to finish the PowerPoint presentation.
Okay, where do I get the Word? I go to the Word, I don't see it.
You have to go to File Explorer and try to find it. The place that you save it.
Yes,
File
but
Explorer, OneDrive Carlos, Computer Basics 2.
on Microsoft Word, okay. Miss
No,
Yolanda is
no
on my
Microsoft Word, PowerPoint.
okay. Okay, Miss Yolanda is on my screen. I don't know how would I go there.
Just exit full screen when on the top right corner, click exit full screen. And you can find the taskbar.
Okay, I don't see the task. How okay.
Now
Now
you can find the taskbar and go to File Explorer and look for the document.
okay, well, the document was what? Basic Microsoft PowerPoint exercise. No, not that one. Okay. No, this. You said I have to go to Carlos Rosario, that's right?
Yeah, when it's the presentation outline document that you have to finish.
Okay, I heard you, but I have to go there first.
You have to look for that document, the File Explorer folder. That should be on the computer, on the OneDrive Carlos Computer Basics
Okay,
2.
hold on. Carlos Rosario, computer. Okay, and they said PowerPoint, that's right?
Yeah.
And it says
Presentation outline.
okay, presentation outline. Okay, I found that. So
Okay,
what
you have
I'm-
to finish all of that, okay? Once you finish it, you can continue with the PowerPoint presentation.
okay, I have once I finish this, I have to save it and go to
Yeah,
the
you have to save it.
okay, let me try that. Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Oh, I forgot to do the timer. So let me set it for 10 more minutes. Where's 10 minutes? Timer. 10 minutes, okay.
Cristina,
Yes, Clara?
please, can you help me? I wasn't in class yesterday and I can't find the folder.
Okay. I'm gonna take you to the breakout room, okay?
Thank you.
Go to Zoom and click join, Clara.
Okay, so timer is up. Give me 1 second. Let me just add my slides. What was this? Important things about the city and important things about my city. People of my city or town. Okay, 1 second. People about my city or town, new slide. I'm gonna leave this at this. And okay, so this is what I have so far. I haven't been keeping up. Okay, so now let's talk about transitions. Yesterday, we began to talk about transitions. So in order to apply transitions to your slides, well, first let's talk about what transitions are. Transitions are the movement that happens when you're moving from one slide to the next slide. So you have your slide, you see it for a certain period of time, and then you move on to the next slide. So the transition happens in between going from one slide to the next slide. Transition does not happen while it might look like it's happening while you're viewing the slide, but it's actually in between. So yesterday we went and we clicked on the transitions tab, and we looked at the transition to this slide. We looked at the gallery. And to see the whole, well, you can use the scroll up and scroll down buttons to see all of the transitions. But right below the scroll buttons is another button that says more. And when you click that more button, you are able to see the whole gallery of transitions. The gallery is divided into 3 parts. The subtle. Subtle means that it's very mild. That's what subtle means, very mild. And then we have exciting. Exciting has a lot of movement to it. And the last one is dynamic content. Dynamic is a little like exciting, but it's mostly turning around and up and down or left and right. That's what dynamic is like. So let's try a transition from each section. So choose one from the subtle section. And you see how it happens. Then try one from the exciting section. Exciting section. And let's see. Now try one from the dynamic section. Choose random from the dynamic section. It will choose anyone at a certain, so it will show a different transition every time you show your presentation. Whenever you do your slideshow, if you choose random in the dynamic content, you don't see random when you click the more button though. Oh no, random is in the exciting section. Okay, so it's not in the, okay, there we go. So to the right of the transitions gallery is the effect options. So when you click the effect options button, you have different things that you can do with that transition. So let's say I chose orbit. So I could, the default is from right, because that's the one that's highlighted. Or you can have it from bottom. Or you can have it from left. Or you can have it from top. There. But different transitions have different effect options. In fact, some transitions don't have an effect option. Let's see. Let me try gallery in the exciting section, gallery. And let me try the effect options. It only has 2. So this gallery one only has 2. And the default is from right, so we can choose from left. Let's try another one. Let's say page curl. So the page curl, let's see, effect options has 4. Double left, double right, single left, single right. The double left is the default. So if I choose the single right, There it goes. Let me choose one last one. Let's try the fracture. I don't think fracture has any, no, see? Fracture doesn't have any effect options. Let me see drape. Drape only has two, left and right. Let me try cover. There are some with a whole, oh, yeah, this is one with a whole bunch. The cover. You have from right, you have from top, you have from left, you have from bottom, you have from top right, you have from bottom right, you have from top left, you have from bottom left. So let me just choose anyone, and there we go. So every time you apply a transition and or an effect options, it will show you, it will give you a preview of what it looks like. So once you have chosen your transition, then you go to the timing group. There's a lot of confusion about the timing group, about the duration in the timing group on the left and the advanced slide after. So the duration is how long the transition will last. So if I click my preview, it shows me the transition. And it tells me that the duration is 1 second. So if I increase that, let's say to 3 seconds, and click preview, it's much slower because it has more time to do it. If I increase it to 5 and click preview, it's even more, it's slower, even slower. So that is how long the transition that you chose is going to last. Now let's move over to advanced slide. So when you choose, you can choose to do on mouse click, or you can choose to do after, or you can choose to do both on mouse click and after. You can check in both of those boxes so that if you let it you set a time that's longer than what you have to say, then you can just click if you also choose on mouse click. So the advanced slide is how long it's going to take to move to the next slide. Remember, the duration is how long the transition is going to last. But when you choose after under advanced slide, advance means to move along, right? So the advanced slide means moving along. So this tells you how long you're going to wait until you move along. So we want it to be longer than the duration. So let's say we put it at 7 seconds. 7 seconds. 7 seconds. So that is longer than the duration, which is 5 seconds. And then let's choose apply to all. Now you can certainly do a different transition for each slide. But if you have a lot of slides, you probably want to just apply to all. So when I apply to all, and I press the F5 key on my keyboard, the F5 key will do your slideshow. It will start your slideshow. But you can also start your slideshow from the view buttons. In the view buttons, it's the slideshow button. You can also start from the quick access toolbar. In the quick access toolbar, it start from beginning, or you can go to the slideshow tab on the ribbon and you can choose from beginning or from current slide. Okay. So wait, let me make sure I clicked. Let me go back to the home tab and let me make sure, oh no, transitions. Let me go back to the transitions tab. Make me make sure I apply to all. Now I can start my slideshow. So that's the transition from nothing to the first slide. And now it's moving on to the next slide. So it took 5 seconds to do that. And now it's going to count till 7 seconds. Let the slide last there for 7 seconds. Then we're moving on to the next slide. So that takes 5 seconds. And then we wait 7 seconds to show the slide. And then we move on to the next slide, and that takes 5 seconds. We wait another 7 seconds to show the slide so people could read. Then we move on to the next transition. And we wait 7 seconds while people read the slide. Then we do the next transition, which is 5 seconds. Remember, transition is between slides. And there we go. That's all I have for you. I have to, so any questions about transitions?
I had a question. You know that when I apply for all, I can see nothing. I can see that only move one
Okay.
slide only.
Go ahead. Share your screen.
Yeah, one moment, please. Okay. I should do one right push. Right?
Uh-huh.
So, but then if I go coming here to, I have to push it for every line, right?
You only want the duration to be 1 second?
Yeah, 1 second.
Just 1 second, okay. And you want the slide to show for 7 seconds. Okay. So what's the problem?
If I put apply for all here, right?
Yes,
I click here.
yes.
Okay, then I click the first one.
Why? Why are you clicking the first one?
Oh, I know how to
No,
start the,
do your slideshow. Go to the quick access toolbar and look for, yes, click. Click, you're right clicking. Remember, right click gives you a shortcut menu. We don't want a shortcut menu, so left click. You're right clicking, Jose. Stop right clicking. click away to get rid of the shortcut menu. Now left click, stop right clicking. Left click. Okay, there we go. So we wait for 7 seconds. And then we have a 1 second transition. There's the transition. It goes to the next slide. It lasts 7 seconds. And then we have our transition, which is only 1 second. Then we stay on the slide for 7 seconds. Then we stay on the slide for 7 seconds. Then we have our 1 second transition. Stay on the slide for 7 seconds. And then our 1 second transition.
But Ms. Yolanda,
Uh-huh.
that 7 seconds should be enough to read the information that they have in the slide, right? If they want
Not
to.
necessarily, not depending on how much text you have on the slide.
Yeah, because if they have a lot of text, they have to add more seconds to that slide, right?
Exactly.
Because if not, that's not gonna be give you enough time to read the information. And you-
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to make sure of that. You have to practice before you do the presentation.
So,
Yeah.
Christina, that means I have to do maybe 10 seconds in order to read it.
You just have to practice. Put your presentation, read it, and see if you have enough time to read it. If not, you have to add more seconds with the
Okay.
to each presentation.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
Go ahead and click yes. Okay. So what you gonna do for thank you? What you gonna do for the thank you slide? Do something with it, not just thank you.
Yeah, I had time. I know right yet the
Oh,
last.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
good.
Thank you
Very good.
for your attention, right? I can start something. Thank you for your attention. I hope that you learning something about my country.
Oh, yes, yes. Any other questions? So everyone is good with their transitions. So then let's take some time and let's look at animation. Animation. Let's go to the handout. Our handout is, okay. And we are gonna go to page 22. Page 22. Can I have a volunteer to read page 22?
I'm going to read one.
Go ahead, read all of page 22.
Animation
And the
text.
title. Mhm.
Okay, animation text and object. PowerPoint allow you to animate text and graphic on individual slider. Animation is the movement of text, picture, click bar, shape, or any other type of graphic that you can insert on a slider. Use it to increase your audience interest in the presentation. To apply animation, select the text, placeholder, or graphic that you want to animate. Then click the animation tab on the ribbon. In the animation group, there are 4 sections in gallery, entrance, emphasis, exit, and motion paths.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we can see the picture of the animations gallery. So firstly, animation. Animation is completely different from transitions. Remember, transitions is the movement between slides. Animation is the movement inside of the slide. So the animation could be to animate the text in a placeholder or animate all the text on the slide or animate the object. The object could be a picture, a table, a smart art graphic, or you can animate all of the above. So animation is a little more involved than doing transitions. So let's move on to page 23. Who would like to read the page 23? Go ahead. No volunteers?
Can I read, teacher?
Go ahead.
Entrance to control how to choose an object, enter the slide. Emphasis, to apply to the object on the slide. Assets, to cause the object to disappear from the slide. Motion paths, while the object is on the slide and moves along a path. When the animation is applied to an object, a small number is assigned to indicate the order of the animation. For instance, first, animation, my city. Second animation, column is a very small city. Third animation, column is a very small city.
The third animation is the picture.
Of the pictures.
Mhm.
And the fourth animation is the Panama. What's the fourth animation, teacher?
Yes, Panama Canal, the text.
Panama Canal Atlantic entrance is in a column. Five animation is the picture.
Mhm. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay. So there are different reasons to use the different sections in the animation gallery. So the entrance type of animation you use to control how the chosen object enters the slide. The second one, emphasis, to apply to the object on the slide. So entrance is letting you see it entering the slide. Emphasis is show it right there, what it does on the slide. Exit, to cause the object to disappear from the slide. So that's using it to let the object disappear from the slide. And then motion path is like emphasis. You use it to have either the text or the object do something right there on the slide. Neither entering nor exiting, but doing it right there on the slide. And you can see how each animation has a number. The number indicates how the animation, in what order the animation is going to take effect. So you can see number 1, that's the first animation. Number 2, that's the second animation. Number 3 is the third animation. Number 4 is the fourth animation. And number 5 is the last animation on that slide. Any questions? Oops, what happened? Okay, let's go to page 24. Who'd like to volunteer? Go ahead.
Okay, I go.
Go ahead.
Okay, like in transition, some animation will have effect options that will allow you to change the direction, change sequence, change shape, change color, and other options. Okay. Sometimes you might want to apply more than one animation to a single object. Choosing an animation from the animation gallery will only replace the current animation that is applied to that object. In order to add additional animation, you must go to Advanced Animation group and choose to add animation command. This gallery has the same animation option as the animation gallery in the animation group. The only difference is that you will add additional animation rather than replacing the animation.
Thank you. So when you apply a transition, you also have an effect option for most animations. So you could just change which way it happens or how it happens. And you can apply more than one animation to a single thing. So let's say your text. You can apply as many animations as you want to text or pictures or any other object. But when you want to add more than one animation, you have to go to the advanced animation group and choose add animation. So that's going to add another animation to that same text or object. If you use an animation in the animation gallery, it's just going to replace the one that was there. It's not going to add a second one. So let's look at how this works. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's go to our presentation and let's start with the first slide, the title slide. So we click the title slide. Remember the title slide, you use that only as the first slide in the presentation. Okay, so to apply an animation, you have to go to the ribbon and look for the animations tab and go ahead and click the animations tab. And it's all grayed out. It's all gray. You cannot apply anything. And what is the reason why you cannot apply anything?
It's because nothing is selected, maybe? I'm just guessing.
Exactly. Nothing is selected. Exactly.
Okay.
We have to select a placeholder. So go ahead and click in the title placeholder. And there, now everything comes to life. Remember, we used the preview, which is a group to the left, after we have done all the applying of the animation. And then we use the preview to see what it looks like after you apply all the things. So,
Michelle, under mine is not, it's all gray. When I selected the first one, the title, it is still gray.
okay, go ahead and share your screen. Let's see.
I selected, but
No,
it's
you
still
didn't
gray.
select. No. You have to select on the slide where you do the work.
Here,
No, not in the thumbnails pane. There in the thumbnails pane, you select the slide you want to work on. But in the slides pane on the right, that's where you have to click to. So you have to click in the title placeholder. The title placeholder is about my town, right? So you
Yes.
have to click there.
okay, now I see it. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Any other questions? Let's continue with the animations so we can see let's look at our groups. We have the preview group. On the far left, we have our animation group that has the gallery. We have the advanced animation group, and then we have the timing group. So we click in the first placeholder, and we can now go to the animation group, click the More button so that we can see all the animation options. Actually, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups. And then there's another group at the bottom. So there are 6 groups. So the first group in the animation gallery is none. So if you want to remove an animation, you come to the animation gallery and click none. And that will remove whatever animation that you applied. Then here we have the entrance animation. And this will, you use this to have whatever you apply it to enter into, introduce the slide, let's say. So it enters into the slide. The emphasis group applies things that happen right there. It's not entering the slide. It's happening right there on the slide. The exit animation you use to exit the slide and move on to the next slide. And then the motion paths are like the emphasis animation. The motion paths are things that you create by dragging and making a certain shape that object, either the text or the object, and it will do whatever you design it to do. And then there are even more. There are more entrance effects. There are more emphasis effects. There are more exit effects. And there are more motion paths effects. So you have all of these here in the gallery, and then you have more. Let's click on more entrance effects. And this is how it will show as a pane. And you have a bunch of other ones than what you see on the gallery. Okay, let's close that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's apply our first animation. So you can try an entrance. Let's say, let's try float in. So it gives you the preview of how it's going to look. Let's try appear. That doesn't do much. Let's try fade. But this is moving very fast. Float in, there, wipe, shape, there. So you see how they are all appearing. They're all appearing. Let's try mouse. They are all appearing and entering the slide. Let's try grow and turn, grow and turn. And you can see the number. It's only one. No matter how many we click on, it's still only one because we are in the animation gallery. And when we choose one, it replaces the other one. So the other one disappears, and the one that you click currently is the one that is applied. Any questions? So then we have our effect option. So you choose an entrance animation, then you look at the effect options. Doesn't have any, it only has one, and that's the one that's applied. So choose another one, color pulse. Oh, the color pulse gives you the palette. You have your theme colors and you have your standard colors. And then you have your sequence, only has one sequence. So you can choose whatever color you want the text to change as. Oh no, it's not the text, it's the placeholder that the color is applied to. Okay. So let's try a different, let's try random bars. Okay, that's random bars. Okay. So now let's apply animation to the subtitle placeholder. You can just select the placeholder. So you click the border. Before you click the border, the placeholder, the border has dashed lines. So when you click on the border, it becomes a solid line. So if you're going to apply more than one animation, you can start with an entrance animation. So go ahead and look for an entrance animation. Let me try wheel. There you go. So now you can add other animations to both of these placeholders.
Ms. Yolanda,
Yes,
how professional it is to add a like how many animation we can make for like something professional?
if you are doing something professional, you should limit if any animation. If you're doing something professional, you really don't want to do animations. So unless there's something that you want to display in a specific way, then you can choose the correct animation to display that in a certain way. So if it's something professional, I would limit the animations or add no animation. Same with the transitions. You can apply transitions, but you should apply the gentlest, the least, the most subtle, I said subtle, the most subtle, that's how you pronounce that word, the most subtle transition when you're doing a presentation. Remember, subtle means very mild. So you have to be very careful when you are doing something professional. And there are a lot of things that you can do professionally with both transitions and animations. But you have to be very careful and you have to be select those things.
Thank you.
Carefully. Yes. If it's not a professional presentation, you can, play around with things, but you want your presentation to be something that your audience will enjoy. You don't want to put all kinds of bling, 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 because it takes away from what you're trying to say. It takes away from the audience being able to read what you have on the slide. And it takes away from the audience understanding what you are presenting on the slide because there's so much bling, 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 bling all over the place.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Teacher, I don't know, my question is a little bit funny or I don't know, just I'm asking. Teacher, we can use for a party invitation or for business or I'm not sure.
Anything and everything. Anything and everything.
Okay, teacher.
Mhm.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I have a question, Yolanda. So I'm a little confused. If I only use transition, I can use animation at the same time, or
Yes,
can put both?
because they are different things. Transition is moving from one slide to the next slide. Animation is movement inside of the slide.
Okay.
So it's moving things that are inside of the slide. That's animation.
So then we can use both on that one.
Yes, you can use both.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? So you can begin applying your animations and we will continue to look at this tomorrow. So have a good day. If you have any questions, just stick around.
So I want to say something, Yolanda.
Yes.
You know that I'm sorry, but tomorrow I'm not going to be in class and after tomorrow because I'm going to travel. So then I come back at the January 1st or January 2.
Yeah. Okay. Enjoy your travel. Enjoy your holidays.
Okay, thank you. So then I wish to Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, all of you.
Thank you.
January.
Thank you, Jose.
All
Enjoy
right,
your
Jose.
travel.
Thank you.
Stay
Have a nice
safe.
trip.
Thank
Have
you,
fun.
Jose. Enjoy your trip.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Bye, Jose. Have a nice trip.
Jose, please eat a lot traditional food, please.
We'll
lot of
see you
chicos.
next year.
Okay, thank you,
Bye,
all of you.
everyone. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.
Okay, see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Bye,
Okay,
everyone.
everyone.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye, Rene.
Bye-bye.
Isabel, do you have a question?
No, is it a question for animation?
Go ahead.
Irma, do you have a question?
For this animation?
Microphone is mute.
Mhm.
I think I need a little help, but after Christina, no, after Isabel, it's fine, thank you.
Okay. Go ahead, Isabel.
Yes, is it for animation and then no here?
Uh-huh. You have to click on, you have to select something. So select the title placeholder. The title place, you just add slides on that side. On that side, you just add or remove or move slides around. You have to, whatever you do to a slide, you do it on the right side. So click on something on the right side. Either, well, on the right side, you only have two text placeholders. You have the title placeholder and you have the subtitle placeholder. So you have to click on one.
This?
One, either one, About My City or Created by Isabel Arias. Those are two placeholders. You see, that's a placeholder. And now look at the ribbon.
Oh.
Now
Yeah.
click the other placeholder. Click the other placeholder, About My City. No, About My City. That's the other placeholder. About My City. Click where it says About My City. That's another placeholder.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Now click away from both placeholders. Click at the top. Click at the top. So now look at the ribbon.
Mm.
Nothing. So you
Yeah.
have to select something in the slide, but you have to do it on the right side in the slides pane.
Okay.
Whatever work you do, you have to do it on the right side.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Yolanda.
You are welcome.
Clara, do you need help with something?
Yes,
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna take you to a breakout room, okay?
thank you.
Okay, Irma, what was your question? Oh, you're on the phone, okay. So Irma, what was your question?
I have my presentation is a little bit, I touch a lot of things and I think I make everything a mess.
Go ahead and share.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me, Miss Yolanda.
No, es un regalo para usted por Navidad.
Okay.
Okay, go click the view tab. Click the view tab under
No, es
ribbon.
que mire, yo tengo
The view tab.
el deseo de darle un regalo de Navidad, así es que aquí está. Lo viene a traer.
No. The tab on the ribbon.
I cannot see because the share,
Oh, okay, okay.
and then I try to move, but
That's it.
sorry for the.
No, that's okay. Click where in the space at the top in the orange space, red space. But click, you have to drag where there's nothing. Put your mouse
Hijo de la
pointer
chingada, este vato.
where there's nothing. Okay, so click your view tab. And then to the left in the presentation views group, click normal. Yes, there we go. So, what do you need help with? Irma, I can't hear you. You might be muted.
It's okay, Miss Yolanda. Sorry, I had to finish with my thing.
So what's the problem?
That was my problem. I cannot go back like that.
Oh, okay.
That's the only thing. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. Okay, then. So have a good afternoon.